Nothing, baby. Let's go. That's the world now. That's the whole world.
Welcome to the Lone Star College Football Show. I'm your host, Chris Daly. Each episode, I will bring you news and information about college football in Texas, not just the FBS school, anyone who plays college football in the great state of Texas. I will do so by talking with the people making it happen on the gridiron, the head coaches, the staff, the players, but mostly the head coaches. Thank you for joining us. This week, I have an interview with Coach Joe Prud'homme from Texas Wesleyan. Yes, the Rams are 4-1, and that one loss was on a last-second play. They are in the NAIA Top 25. This is a very solid team. We will talk with Coach Prud'homme right after this. And we have to take a second to thank our title sponsor this year, Junior's Smokehouse. Yeah, Junior's Smokehouse, you can find at juniorsjerky.com. They have everything you can imagine. Pork and venison sausage, beef sausage, all kinds of great dried meats, jerkies, wonderful spices, rubs, you name it. In fact, you have to go check out the website just to figure it out. There's great gift boxes. And I have to tell you, if you want to guarantee that your gift is ready by Christmas, make sure you go online and place your order before December 13th. They get very busy sending out probably the most wonderful gift you can give somebody for Christmas. Some beef jerky, some dried sausage, some good manly food. That's Junior Smokehouse on Highway 59 in Texas between Wharton and El Campo. But, again, you can find all of it online at juniorsjerky.com. You can also reach owner Lane Tabola and his staff at 979-531-0888. You can order online, you can order on the phone, you can go by like I do. Luckily, I'm so close to it. And check out some of the amazing processed meats they have. Such good stuff. That's Junior's Texas Best Smokehouse. All right, everybody join me in welcoming Coach Joe Prud'homme from the Texas Wesleyan Rams to the show. Coach, how are things today?
Man, they're doing great. It's weather's beautiful. We had a great practice and getting ready for another game.
I love it. Well, let's jump back to the game that just finished, the Wayland Baptist one. Talk to me about Wayland Baptist and how that game turned out.
You know, we came out fast, played really, really well. Got a block punt early, created some turnovers, built early momentum, and, I mean, we just jumped out to a fast lead and had a 24-0 lead at the end of the first quarter, added another one on in the second, a little slow in the third, and then had a fast finish, and we were hitting in all three phases. I mean, our offense was going pretty well. Defense played outstanding. They scored one, should have scored another one, and had several sacks, held them to minus, I think, 20 yards rushing. Offense was very efficient on short field. And special teams, man, we had 8 touchbacks and had some really good returns, had the block punt for a score. You know, we played well, had a real all-around game, and I was happy with our intensity and execution.
Nice. If you could, talk about that, the special teams. You've got kind of a tradition there of really good kickers. And is that something you recruit specifically for?
Oh yeah. We feel like kickers and punters are weapons, and there's so many yards that they bring to the table. There's the field position battle. You can go for the longer field goals, and you can set the field, and once you in the field position battle, you really set yourself up well. And I think it's so underestimated that people don't go and get them. We're real happy with the kickers we've had and the ones we have now. And, Trejo went on, and he's kicking now for University of Texas. And the guy that I have now, who kicked with him as backup, is kicking about the same average he has. So, I feel really good about that as far as our punting. Our kicker, Armando Benitez, is from Duncanville. And, Duncanville has one of the best traditions in the state. And he's very cool. And he pulled a field goal the other night that was 57-yard field goal. He just pulled it left, and he had plenty of leg. It'd have been good for probably 63, 64 yards. So I got some guys, and then Francisco Castillo's our kickoff specialist. He was banging them out of the end zone and then setting them up on some other stuff. And you know, our coverage people are really fast, and we spend some time and take a lot of pride in it. And you don't get on those units unless you're a dude. You just don't get on there. And it's a heavy competition during the week to see who can get on there. And it just makes a big difference, and it kind of rounds out our team a little bit.
Excellent. Yeah, and if you take the Ottawa University of Arizona game out of the equation, your defense has been just stellar. And even that one, defense did a good job for today's scoring. Talk about the defense.
Defense has been playing great, man. Our Russian defense has been really, really good. And even if you add in the Ottawa game and you take away the 170-yard run they had, and, you know, we had a bust on that play, and you're going to have those occasionally, but you take that out of it, we are really, really on a different level than we've been, probably the highest level of execution we've had, Russian defense. And in passing, you know, people, that's what they have to do. But scoring, defense has been great. We give you a lot of different looks, a lot of different fronts, and it's never like one dominant guy. It's coming from different places. The TFLs are really good. We're leading the conference in sacks. I think we're leading them also in TFLs. It's just they're buying in. We've gotten a little bit older. They've matured within the system. And, man, they're fun to watch because if you don't bring it, man, they're talking about you on the sideline. Those guys are, the way they're playing. So
I love it.
No, and it's coming at them in waves, which is great.
And you pop into the NAIA top 25. How do the kids respond to that? Is that, oh, no, we have a target now, or they're proud of it and work hard?
They're proud of it. They work hard, but you know, we don't talk about it a whole lot because, you know, we felt like we let the Ottawa game get away from us. We really did. We made too many mistakes. We made more mistakes in that game than we did the rest of the season combined. They were number 8 at the time. We were number 18 at the time. We felt like we let it get away, and there was some talk about, well, you know, they're this and we're that and nationally ranked. And, you know, basically since that game, all we talk about is whoever our next opponent is. And last week, Wesleyan was our entire world. Right now, Sagu's our entire world.
Nice.
And we're proud of the ranking. We're excited about it. But by the same token, if we don't do what we're supposed to do this week, that ranking goes away. So we want to put it in a long-term sense as opposed to a short-term and this week only type deal. And I know it gets real cliche for people to say we're going to go 1-0 this week, but you know, we looked a little bit ahead during the Ottawa deal, and it came back and haunted us, and so it gave us a real refocusing point. And so that's all right now it's all about Sagu and finding out a way to stop Dudek. I mean, that cat's special, so we got to really be on top of our game. So
definitely, and that's a great transition for me. Talk about Sagu. What are your keys there?
You know, we got to contain Dudek. If we don't slow him down, it's going to be a long night. Their defense is really good. I mean, Keandre Belcher in the middle, and they're the second-ranked rushing defense in the conference, and they've earned that. I mean, they've played some good people. They played Ottawa. They played Arizona Christian. But they run an odd man front. They give you a lot of looks. They bring a lot of pressure. And we're gonna, you know, hopefully the secondary is not gonna be able to lock us down, but their front seven is as good as there is in the conference. You know, I would say we got our work cut out. If we can run the ball and establish a good running game, I feel good about special teams matchups. Defensively, I feel good where we are there. We've got a young quarterback. They're playing a freshman. But if we don't slow down Dudek, it won't matter because, you know, you can hand the ball off and he can get rolling.
Right.
But I think if we can get our run game going, control Dudek, get some edges in the special teams game, we'll be okay. But if we don't control Belcher and that D-line, we could have a long night.
Definitely. And if you could, what kind of sets do you expect them in?
They'll give us some 2x2. They'll get in there with the sniffer back. They'll run some tight end out there. We'll get a lot of different looks from them. But the main thing is you got to locate duty. All that is smoke and mirrors and where they are. And you got to be able to be prepared for their mesh concepts. But all said, that's a guy. If you slow him down, you got a great chance. If you don't, you're in trouble. But they'll trick it up a little bit with the different sets. But they like the mesh and they like him. They've even been using him as a receiver. So locate him, slow him down, stay sound in what you're doing, and keep rolling out different guys to play, and we'll be okay.
Nice. And speaking about different guys, how are y'all in terms of depth? When you're late in the games, how gassed are your guys?
Not really. We probably go 2.5 deep on the D line, that we can roll guys out. Linebackers, we don't have quite as much depth. DBs, we're good on the DB depth. Offensive line, we're good. We're 2 deep all the way across, even 2, and probably carry about 10 of those guys. Running backs, we got great depth there. Receivers, we got a lot of depth. We really do, and we've had to absorb a few injuries and other situations that where kids are out, and next man up. It's been very encouraging the way somebody gets tapped and they say, "Hey, come on, you got to go," and those dudes perform. So we feel good about the depth, and you get deep in a game, but you got somebody else to go to. So we're not like it's one guy out. We're just a panic mode. That doesn't happen with us. So, but it's been a process to get. It's been a process to get to that point. There was a time that was the case. It's just not now. So.
Right on. Well, Coach Prud'homme, gosh, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day. Best of luck this week, and we'll be talking again soon.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Anytime you want to give me a call, give me a call. I love talking about my team and my guys. I'm really proud of them. And this week's going to be a really good game, but, boy, next week it could be 2 nationally ranked teams playing us in Lincoln. Yeah. So we're excited about that one, too.
All right. Take care, Coach.
You be good. Thank you, sir.
This podcast is certified fresh. FreshMediaWorks.com.
Hey, it's not too early to start thinking about the perfect Christmas gift. Yes, if you have college football lovers in your life, they are going to love the board game Saturday Legends. Saturday Legends allows you to play the greatest college football teams of all time against each other based on their real stats. Included in the base set, 2005 Texas, 2001 Miami, 2019 LSU, 1995 Nebraska, 2014 Ohio State, 1945 Army, 1988 Oklahoma State, 2018 Clemson, 2009 Florida, and 1972 USC. And those are just a fraction of the amazing, historically great teams available in the Saturday Legends library. To get your Christmas shopping out of the way early and save money, go to SaturdayLegends.com. Use the code LONESTAR for 10% off your order. That's SaturdayLegends.com. And once again, I want to thank Junior's Smokehouse for being the title sponsor of the Lone Star College Football Show. I look forward to telling you more about them each and every episode. Hey, if you want coverage of your school or just want to give a shout out to your team, leave us a voicemail at 713-568-6361 and we'll play it out on the show. That number again is 713-568-6361.